Hi everyone, I'm going to do a quick basic introduction to the instanet, which is our contract software. Now listen, I'm going to be honest with you up front. I do not teach instanet forms. I'm going to give you the basics of how to use it. You need to call them directly because this is not my software, okay? So you need to call Transaction Desk or Instanet Solutions down here to get, and there's live support and everything so that you can get help. There's tutorial videos and everything, but let's log in, okay? Now, when you want to start, this is when you have an offer that needs to be written. Okay, so you have a client. My suggestion is always to do a start a new transaction. Okay, so I'm going to start a new transaction here because your client should have the transaction. And let's just say you can do the street name is Main Street. Okay. Now, if you have an MLS number, you can import it from the MLS, put the MLS property number, and it'll pull all of the information for you. If not, just continue forward. Start transaction. Okay, you can fill all of this stuff out right here if you want to, the address, MLS, list price. You can fill all of that stuff out if you want to. I typically don't take the time to do it, and you can even add participants to the contract. If you want to do that, it will save you time in writing the contracts. Okay, now next what we're going to do is add forms. Your basic forms are always going to be, number one, your regional sales contract right here. Okay, your second one is always going to be, now remember to hold your, I'm on a Mac, so I'm holding the command key, but you're probably going to have to hold shift or some other control key to add the additional forms, or you're going to have to add them one at a time. Okay, at this point, I'm also going to be adding, let's just say that this is an FHA loan. Okay, and you need to go to the I need help, I'm writing an offer, and it will tell you a breakdown of what you need. Let's just say this is FHA, so we're going to put FHA in here. We're always going to do the residential property disclosure statement. You know if there's anything else that you need to add, that you need to add it, okay? But I'm going to give you the basics. So we're going to do a home inspection. Here it is, a home inspection addendum. So I got FHA financing, home inspection, I got the property disclosure, I got regional sales contract, I got Virginia jurisdictional. Let's go ahead and add our Megan's Law. And let's pretend like this is a lead-based paint. Sales disclosure. All right, now I'm going to add selected forms. If you add selected forms, you can update the order. I always like regional sales contract to go first. That's how I like it to be, but you can do whatever you want. At this point, I just click on them and begin filling them out. Once you're done filling them out, you need to save them as you go. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. If you don't, then it will not save what you're typing. Now remember also, if you put the MLS number in, it will import a lot of that property information. So that's going to be really helpful for you. Other than that, you're going to take the time to fill in the sales contract, which I am not going to do right now, but I'm just going to give you a basics. File, save. Okay. Then after that, I'm going to do file, exit. Working a little slow here. But what we're going to do is we're going to do file, exit. We're going to go through and fill out all of the forms. So at this point, I'm going to exit it. I'm going to have to click on each one and fill them all out. And again, if you put the MLS numbers or you do the actual edit section that I showed you in the beginning and fill in the contacts up front, it will save you a lot of time. So you're going to have to click on each of these and go through them all. Now when you're done, and I've typed all of them, I'm going to select them all. You also can auto-populate it when you filled in some of the information. A lot of times it'll automatically put it on the other forms. At that point, you want to print selected forms to PDF, and you want to hit the little arrow. Again, you can go up or down, whatever order you want. And then you're going to do Create PDF Document. Click here to open. Yes, I'm going to keep it and I want to open it. I'm going to show you take a look what it is. You also need to watch the DocuSign video so that you can see what to do with your contract after you're done. Either that or you need to drive over to your client's house and have them sign it. You can also email it to your client and have them sign it. They can print it out, scan it back in, or if they have a fax machine, they can fax it back. So you can fax it to them, they could fax it back. You could email it to them, they could either email or fax it back. You could DocuSign it to them, and all they have to do is click, click, click on the computer. So there's lots of ways that we can do this. But we need to get it all signed. And remember, your purchaser must initial the bottom of every page. If they're missing any initials, that's going to be a problem. So do not forget to have them initial everything. That's all that I'm going to teach you at this point with the instanet. And again, like I said, this is when you go back home. I'm going to show you, because anytime and every time you log in, you can come back to the section by going to work with existing transaction. This is the home page. This is what you're going to see every time. So Main Street test, there you go. Right there. There's all your forms. There's the contacts. You can add extra contacts. You can fill this all out and it'll automatically put this in here. You can add extra participants if you want to add your buyers or sellers or whoever. So anyway, good luck with this, guys. Remember, I'm here for you, but I want to make sure that you know how to do this basic stuff. Again, if you have more questions, you can always ask me, but you should also, more importantly, go to Instanet, because Instanet forms, they're the makers of it, and they're going to be able to answer your questions. Thank you. Good luck.